Now this is the third time I'm actually recording this video because the first time I messed up the audio. I didn't realize that my USB desktop hard drive scratching on the desk, disk spinning as I'm backing up some files, was actually vibrating through the table, up through the desk stand and into the Electro-Voice RE20. So because of that vibration that was being picked up, I decided to do the video once again. And then on the second time, when I was actually going through the edit, I realized there was another mistake, which I won't get into. But equally, here we are on the third time go round. So on that note, I'm just going to blitz through it because I've been through this a couple of times and I don't really want to go into too much detail as I did in the previous video. So that being said, the RE20, the Shure SM7B, two very popular microphones at the moment, compared quite a lot. I want to see for myself. So for all the YouTube comparisons that I've seen online, the RE20 actually comes across a lot more fuller. It sounds a lot more bassier and it's just straight out of the box, just sounding a lot better. So that being said, it sounds so much better from what I can tell, but at the same time, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a better microphone because this microphone may have a flatter sound, but in some ways, I'm kind of thinking of it from a photography, videography aspect of it, a flatter image on photography and videography is actually a good thing when you want to go for editing because now you can push and pull the colors. You can add a lot more saturation than you can remove it. Likewise, if this is coming out to the box too bassy and you're dealing with someone who's got a very bassy voice to begin with, that could be a problem trying to pull that back. Whereas this microphone naturally has a flatter sound, and if you're putting it through and you're going to process the audio, you can actually push and pull, making it sound more how you want it to sound, is kind of like my theory behind it. Again, not an audio expert, I'm just kind of comparing it to photography and videography. So that being said, I'm not an audio expert. I don't know how to EQ audio, and I will be mostly using this through the presets on my Rodecaster Pro 2. So right now, the SM7B is connected to channel 1 using the SM7B preset, and this is on channel 2 using the RE20 preset. So this is more or less just how you would get it straight out of the box. So you tell me what you think of the audio. So far in the video, I have actually just been switching back and forth without really notifying you which microphone is actually that you're actually listening to. Moving forward, I'm now going to highlight it. So first off, it's going to be the SM7B. So just for the straight up audio test, like I said, I'm just going to blitz through this really quick for comparison's sakes. I'm actually going to read the conclusion to an article that I saw on Kettner Creative. It's just going to be the last paragraph I'm going to read, but I'm going to read it twice. So you're going to hear it 4 times. And the reason why you can hear it 4 times is because the first time is obviously going to be the SM7B using the preset, the RE20 using the preset, and then I'm going to tweak the preset on the SM7B to give it a bit more depth, to try and process it, to try and make it sound a bit more like the RE20. And then you tell me what you think. And if you've got any tips on how to EQ this and tweak the audio from the SM7B to match more to the RE20, let me know. If it's a situation where I just feel like the RE20 may be the mic for me, I may actually just switch one of the microphones that I have. So this could be my desk mic. I've got 4 of these. If you saw the last video that I posted asking the question, did I buy a fake Shure SM7B? You'll know that I have 4 of these. Now, the reason why I decided to opt for 4 microphones is one, I found a really good deal on them. And the second part of it is I'm actually looking to try and offer it as a service where I can actually be like a mobile podcast setup service. And that's the idea behind it. So I'll definitely keep the 4 Shure SM7Bs, but the decision I'm kind of making at the moment is whether I'm going to add the RE20 to my desk setup. Don't necessarily need one, but I do like tech. I'm not going to lie. I bought into the hype. I love all this stuff. I prefer the look of the Shure SM7B. It's kind of a bit more of a familiar mic that a lot of people will see on social media. But this, from what I can tell on social media, it sounds so much better. So I'm really curious to know how this comes across with my own voice in my own video. So that being said, I'm going to read that one paragraph, recording it twice. First off, preset as standard. Second time, I'm going to tweak it to give it a bit more depth. If warmth and professional tone are your priorities, then the Shure SM7B is likely a better choice. However, if you prioritize crystal clear articulation and the details in your recording, the EV RE20 is a strong contender. If warmth and professional tone are your priorities, then the Shure SM7B is likely a better choice. However, if you prioritize crystal clear articulation and the details in your recording, the EV RE20 is a strong contender. Now I'm going to tweak the preset on the Shure SM7B. If warmth and professional tone are your priorities, the Shure SM7B is likely the better choice. However, if you prioritize crystal clear articulation and details in your recordings, the EV RE20 is a strong contender.
If warmth and professional tone are your priorities, the Shure SM7B is likely the better choice. However, if you prioritize crystal clear articulation and details in your recordings, the EV RE20 is a strong contender. So as before, it's just gonna be a very quick test, just so I can hear for myself what my voice sounds like on these two microphones. You let me know what you think of these microphones, which you think is best for you, which you think suits me better. You just let me know your thoughts on the whole situation. Let me know also if you know of any settings of this microphone, the SM7B, on the Rodecaster Pro 2 to try and closely match the RE20. And let me know if you have any resources for any audio sort of educational YouTube channels, because I actually do want to get more into this field and I clearly have a lot to learn. So you let me know what you think and let me know what resources you have. But otherwise, thanks for watching and speak to you in the comment section. Cheers.